Maundy Thursday. Now, it's not like Monday that the mamas and the papas sang about back in 1966, if any of you can remember that. It was obviously before my time, but I have older siblings, aunts and uncles who told me about it. Maundy Thursday. Neither is it like the young, precocious lad who asked me some years ago in one of my pastorates, what is the big deal? Does Monday fall on Thursday the week before Easter? No. At least he was inquisitive and wanted to know. Maundy, M-A-U-N-D-Y, as I'm sure you all know, Thursday. Sometimes called Holy Thursday. But many times, maybe most of the time, Maundy Thursday. Why Maundy? Well, Maundy comes from a Latin word mandatum, which means mandate. Mandate or commandment, such as in a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another. That's what happens that night as Jesus gathers with his disciples to celebrate the Passover and transform the Seder meal that they had known for so many years. The normally prescribed passage for Maundy, or Holy Thursday, comes from the 13th chapter of John. A careful reading of that text, if you haven't done it already and don't already know this, a careful reading will tell us there are three basic elements to this evening that Jesus spent with the disciples. The first one is foot washing. John is the only gospel account who contains or includes this foot washing account. It was an act of humility, an act of servitude, an example of how we needed to be servants one for another. Now, I've never liked washing anybody's feet, and I don't even really like anybody washing mine. So it could be an act of humility that would be good for me. But there you go, foot washing. The second one, moving rapidly, is what we call Holy Communion. We're going to trace that back to the Seder meal that was prescribed for the Jewish people to have on Nisan 15 or 16. Remember from a previous video, that's not a car, that's a Jewish calendar date. Nisan 10 was the Lamb Selection Day. Nisan 12 was the Lamb Selection Day. So we're a few days later, some the 15th, some 15th and 16th would celebrate the Passover with a Seder meal. So Jesus takes his disciples to an upper room and transforms this feast as he tries to explain to them that he is the Paschal Lamb, the Passover Lamb, and that he is the body and the blood that is shed, broken and shed, to spare us. Now, every time we observe Holy Communion, celebrate is the proper verb there. Every time we celebrate Holy Communion, we remember what happened on that evening when Jesus took the bread and the cup and said words over them. We remember how he was betrayed to be tried and crucified. So we've got foot washing and we've got communion. What's the third element? Well, I've already given it away. It's the new commandment. After Jesus eats with his disciples, he's washed their feet, they have their meal, and Jesus says to them, I give you a new commandment, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you also should love one another. He goes on, by this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. So what Jesus teaches us by his life and examples is that we should love one another even, maybe even when we don't think people deserve it, and even when we think we would rather not love them. There you go. foot washing, communion, and the new commandment, the mandate, mandatum, Maundy Thursday. Now sometimes after these three things, congregations will engage in what's called a stripping of the altar or the sanctuary, removing ornaments, icons, holy symbols, removing them or covering them with black, as a symbol that even as Jesus' life was stripped away from him, so we strip away those symbols, and so it remains until the first Sunday of the resurrection, the Easter resurrection. Now, next video forthcoming soon, we'll talk about Good Friday, Black Friday, Holy Friday, all the same thing, and Holy Saturday. We will consider specific things like service of Tenebrae, Stations of the Cross, and the 7 last words of Jesus. So I hope you'll be looking forward to that, even as I'm looking forward to seeing you.